Hey everybody, in today's video, I want to ask the question, where in the world is the Rubber Soul Super Deluxe Edition that we all thought was coming out this year? Now, like a lot of you, about a year ago, maybe even more, there were rumors online that the Rubber Soul Super Deluxe Edition box set was going to be coming out very, very soon. And like a lot of you, I predicted that it would be coming out as well. I made a video on my channel about it. And then, of course, here we are now. It is the end of the month, September, and we had the announcement earlier that there's going to be a new Beatles box set, but it's not the Rubber Soul Super Deluxe Edition. In fact, what it is the Beatles' US Capitol albums from 1964 in mono. And while that's interesting, and I made a video about that, which you can watch up here, it is not the Rubber Soul Super Deluxe Edition that we were all looking forward to. And while I'm excited about the US Capitol Album 64 box set, I really had my hopes for the Rubber Soul Super Deluxe Edition. Now, from what I can tell, from what I've read online, now here are my sources, and they're not solid at all. I'm a part of various Beatle message boards, and I look at certain Beatle news online, and I have some friends that we talk amongst ourselves on Instagram and stuff like that. So this is where I'm getting my information. But from what I've read on the forums and talking to certain people that I trust, by the way, it looks like the Rubber Soul box set is coming out next year, so 2025, which would be the 60th anniversary of Rubber Soul, which came out in 1965. So that does make sense, although it just seems weird that they had this box set finished last year, and it probably was finished even before that, because of course they have to work on it to get it finished, of course. So it's just been sitting for like 2 years now, and it's a very, very weird thing. It's very weird how Apple and Universal Music, who are now in charge of the Beatles releases, how they're handling the Beatles releases. It's very, very odd, is what I would say. For example, the fact that we got the Red and the Blue albums last year, that was another kind of out of left field thing. It's just, they were on a really good streak there, is what I'll say, for a while, with the Sgt. Pepper Super Deluxe Edition box set. After that, we got the White Album Super Deluxe Edition box set, and then Abbey Road, and then we got Let It Be. It all was making sense. Those were all flowing really nicely. And like in between there were a couple of other releases, like I think the Beatles Christmas, the Christmas singles box was released, which was great. The Beatles Get Back Peter Jackson film was released. They released little things in between the Super Deluxe Edition box sets, which was really good and worked out fine. But then it seems like when COVID hit, things took a bit of a turn, and I understand that things kind of changed around as far as releasing box sets and releasing material. But ever since, around the Revolver time period, things got a little bit weird, is what I'll say. Revolver came out, and it was a fine box set. I'm not complaining about that. But it was like, it was uncertain as to what was coming out next. And with the Rubber Soul Super Deluxe Edition box set that's supposedly coming out next year, and I say supposedly, I really think it is, but I don't know. It's just been very weird how they've waited so long. And the other weird thing is they've kind of missed an opportunity here to celebrate the anniversary of the 1964 UK albums that could have Super Deluxe Edition box sets, like with the Beatles, Hard Day's Night and Beatles for Sale. Those are all, are we gonna have to wait now another like 5 years until it's their, whatever that would be, anniversary? I guess their like 65th anniversary. It's just all very, very odd. And then not to mention, where is the Magical Mystery Tour Super Deluxe Edition box set? Because there's a lot of material there that deserves to be put into a box set. And I know they released, of course, this box set. I wasn't prepared to take it out, but it just happens to be here. This box set came out, I believe in, what was this, 2010 to 2012. And while it's very, very cool, it's not a Super Deluxe Edition box set by any means. This is more of a focus on the film, not the music. So hopefully they are still going to put out a Magic Mystery Tour Super Deluxe Edition box set. I would certainly love that. I know you would too. And really, what we really want, and I'm speaking for all of us as Beatle fans now. By the way, there's Bob the cat making some noise. Bob the cat has been, see, we moved into a new place now. It's like a townhouse, so we have 2 stories. I'm obviously on the first story, and then the second story where all the bedrooms are and stuff. That's kind of where Bob hangs out these days, but he's down here today, so he's making some noises. Anyway, he's doing good. You know, we want all of the UK albums Super Deluxe Edition box sets. That's what we want. We want to have them all on our shelves, from Please Please Me all the way to Let It Be. That's what we want. Apple, are you listening? That's what we want. I'm not trying to sound like a privileged, greedy fan. I just am hoping you'll keep doing what you've been doing, Apple, with the Sgt. Pepper Super Deluxe Edition all the way to Revolver. They've been great. Keep them coming. Rubber Soul. Fingers crossed it comes out next year. So that's what I know about the current situation. If you know anything else, please in the comments below, let me know. But let's all just cross our fingers and hope for this to come out next year, Super Deluxe Edition. That's it for now. Take care, and bye for now.